completely in love like any one of us would be. Giving your whole and soul. You trust someone so much. Like suppose if you have someone who's like the reason we go in and out of relationships is because we want to be accepted. That's why when we don't get acceptance, we go out of the relationship.
Very true.
Yeah. So
you've been very lucky in love though. So where do you draw your inspiration from? Because a lot of actors draw their inspiration from their real life or their real incidents, but you've had it otherwise.
so how would I say it? I'm very spiritual as a person. I've been practicing spirituality for almost 20 years.
Okay.
So when I put myself in somebody else's shoes, maybe people call it that you're too naive. Okay. But I feel for that person. So compassion and kindness is taken it's very brittle. It's very weak for a lot of people, that you cannot be kind, you cannot be compassionate. That shows your weakness. So that's not true. So Vicky was that kind of a character. He was very much me, yeah. And he a little gullible, a little, again, very irresponsible. Not irresponsible, but just does not want to be part of this whole casino, this whole gamut of, deceit and just money and power. He just wanted to be loved. And that's where he found the love in Rihanna, because mother wasn't there. The father, Marwa, was busy making a empire. Rihanna, who he thought was his crush and thought he could rely on her, she was the one who betrayed him. Because all she wanted was power. And then in the end, when, again, I won't tell you the end, again, that's another betrayal. So this journey of Vicky got me really excited. I said, you know what, this is something amazing.
And you get very involved in your characters and your dressing, I've heard. You pick everything yourself, and you've got your own fashion brand as well.
I do. So I realized I've been doing it since I think my mom got me this whole, she would dress me up as a child every time, like whether it's a reason or not, she would just dress me up. And I just started loving colors. I started loving very alternative kind of dressing, something totally out of the box, totally radical. And that's where I use it. Yeah, I use the same thing in my shows as well, because it stands out. A character stands out.
Amazing.
So sorry. No, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned that you were very spiritual. So how do you practice your spirituality? What do you do?
So before sleeping, I meditate for 10 minutes every single day. I get up in the morning.
Meditate.
For 5.
Okay.
So meditate very sweet. So I started off very religious since childhood, but then I realized that I was like in the dumps when I got when a relationship went bad. And that's when I was doing a little spiritual shopping. And then I stumbled upon Art of Living, Sri Ravi Shankar.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I said, wow, this is like, boom,
Did you do the Soham classes?
Soham, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sudarshan Kriya.
Yeah, Sudarshan Kriya, yeah.
So what it did to me was, meditation, what it did to me, the entire Kriya, what it did to me was, we are intrinsic, our core is fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we are young, I see my kids now, the core is fun.
Yeah.
If they don't get anything, they'll just cry, and immediately the next second, there's a laughing. It's us when we get into the world, the real world, everything kind of pressurizes us and gets us so, we need to make him happy, that happy, this one, we need to make a benchmark for ourselves. We need to, you keep pressurizing yourself and we lose ourselves. So when I did this course, I found myself back. I found that same child in me.
Wow.
Yeah. And So that's what I would practice every single day. And since 20 years, I've been doing it.
How do you deal with it when you get like hardships though? Like, do
You
you
have to
just
face
think
it.
you face
You
it?
have to
Okay.
face it. You have to face it. It will bog you down. It'll beat you down. You'll be depressed. You'll be sad. You'll be frustrated. See, doing meditation doesn't mean that all your worries are gone. No,
Hmm.
worries will still be there. You just know how to deal with them. You face it. You let it pass a day at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you keep
That's
that child alive in you. Is that
absolutely, absolutely. Worries, I mean, issues and problems will always be part of your life. Just you learn how to deal with it better. That's the only thing.
that's true. Which is why you're always so happy and chirpy and colorful. I love that. It's such a joy, like just speaking to you. So
Thanks.
tell us, this is your first web series, right?
Yeah.
So why did you choose this to be your first web series, whereas a lot of people have gone on the game like a long time ago? What were you waiting for?
Waiting for the right launch, that is very important, a right channel, and not just any kind of role, a role that would set would make me feel proud more than anything else, that I was part of something like this. And with Casino, really, it's the way it's looking. The My sister is my biggest critic, biggest. She like shit kicks me all the time in a good way. And she's never, how much do I try to impress her, just never possible.
Yeah.
And she stays in Canada, Toronto. She called me up yesterday for the first time in 20 years. She said loudly, I can say to everybody, I'm so proud of you, what you've done. This
Wow.
looks like a film. This looks like what great production value.
Yeah.
You've acted well. You look good. You've worked on yourself. So it makes me really proud that we got a chance. And really, I want to thank Z5 for it, mainly for giving us this opportunity. Tarun Katyal for believing in us that we could do it. There's Nidhi ji, there's Rahul, there's the entire team who was behind this. Behind the show, doing the PR for this show. There's Anuya, there's so many of them, Ritesh, that they put in their life into it. I was seeing, I mean, generally they're concerned, but everybody, it's just a teamwork. And of course, from my side, it's Hardik, it's the director, the DOP, the production, the actors, everybody, like the writer, they just got their gloves on and we just went on.
I
You
agree.
know,
I mean, I've only seen the trailer and I've been wanting, but the production value looks up there. I can't wait actually, but it just looks like a Hollywood production. Like it's really
yeah.
up there. It's amazing. So
So
tell us.
it was sorry to interrupt you. There was this film we had made, Hame Tumse Pyar Kitna,
Hmm.
and this released last year. And Christopher Nolan had come to India through Kodak. Kodak had invited him over because he wanted to just promote that don't shoot on digital, shoot on camera. Even for a digital platform, shoot on camera, because he wanted to promote that. So we had gone for that meeting,
Yeah.
and so the head of Kodak, she was waiting for us, and so I happened to show the trailer of my movie,
Hmm.
Hame Tumse, and she was like, "Excuse me, is this a Bollywood kind of production? This looks like the production value." So I always believe this, that whatever I do, wherever my hands are, or whatever I'm part of, I need for people to say, even if it doesn't do well, I need them to say that you did something phenomenal. It's a benchmark. So my milestone is me. I set myself. Okay, that's how it has to look. Otherwise, I don't want to be a part of it.
That's amazing. That's it's like your own competition is yourself. And you just keep competing yourself to be the better part of you, the best version of you.
Best version of you, absolutely.
That's amazing. Okay, so tell us, who is Karanvir in real life? Is he what we see on TV, or what is he in real life?
No, he's not what you see him on TV, because you've only seen him in do bad roles, like bad boy roles. Karanveer is a very doting father. He
Hmm.
is a very loving husband. He is a very responsible son. He's a great friend.
Okay.
Okay, that I give people a lot of leeway. Like, you know what, go there, do it. I trust people. I believe in people a lot.
Hmm.
And of course, a lot of times I don't get it back, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So I don't
Have
do
have
it because I want it back.
have people let you down, given that you believe in them, or
Yeah, many a times. No, they haven't let me down, but the reciprocation doesn't happen that way. Okay, because I really go out there. I really motivate people. Like, I believe in. Like, suppose I believe in you, I will sell you.
do
I
you
will
believe?
sell you like, yeah. Yes, I believe in you. you know, that's what it's all about, man. It's those nice things you say to people.
Yeah,
That really boosts them. That gives them the confidence. It's always about that.
that's beautiful. It's like a joy to have in anyone's life. Um, so yours and TJ's love story is very famous. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you meet?
Oh, man.
What do you get that question a lot?
A lot.
Because your love story is one of the kind. Like I myself saw her first come on. I think that were you just engaged then, or you just got married during Jadak Dikhle
Jhalak?
Raja?
No, we were married by then.
Married by then, okay, okay. I remember just seeing her then. I was like,
So
wow.
she is the wings beneath the wind beneath my wings. Seriously, and she gives me that. She makes me glide, and that's what I saw. I remember when I met her the first time. I said, "This is the woman I want to get married to." I was very young. I was like barely 25 years old.
Wow.
I said, "If not this one, then the hunt for the perfect woman or man will never stop,
Yeah.
because you'll keep falling into relationships and you'll keep comparing to the last one, and you'll say, no, not this, maybe this one, no, this one doesn't have this quality, maybe that, it'll never stop. You should know at that point, if you feel this is the one, like, because she uplifts you or he uplifts you, you
Yeah.
make that work for the rest of your life. You better grab it with both your hands, because who knows what's going to happen. So I saw it. The day I met her, I saw it.
Where did you
And I
meet?
said, this woman, I met her at the church.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So there's a friend of ours, Anupama Verma. She got her to the church, and I was already there, and we happened to talk a lot, because Anupama got a call, and she told me that, KB, can you drop her home? I said, of course. I'd love to. But we started chatting so much on the steps of the church for almost 2-3 hours, and she was spiritual herself too, and that's probably we connected so much. That's why we connected so much.
That's beautiful. And that time she was living in Canada, or was she in
No,
Mumbai?
she just moved. She just moved to Mumbai.
Okay, lovely. So you don't have to keep traveling to go see her. And now your sister is in Canada.
And my sister's in Canada.
Literally, like, got one.
Wait.
At least one. So do you go back to Canada a lot?
A lot, at least twice or thrice a year, because my kids are from the Canadian born, so the nanny is there, the family is there, so we go there. We spend quite a lot of time in Canada, like 2-3 months in a year.
And is this Toronto or
Vancouver?
Vancouver? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
very close
huge
to Australia.
Australia. It's not close to Australia. It's very
I mean,
far.
not that far. As in, it's hardly like a 3-hour flight, 3 or 4 hour flight. It's closer to Australia's closer to Vancouver than Vancouver's closer to Toronto.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Well, I just went to Toronto last year. It was
How many
quite
hours it took you?
I mean, so I went in from the US, but I went down to Toronto. It was quite a long flight because it's so close to Australia is like literally in the middle of nowhere. We're like a island just like thrown on the side. For us to get
What?
anywhere, it takes minimum 8 hours. For us to get to Hawaii takes 8 hours. And
Yeah.
then,
So Hawaii is on the Pacific side.
okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I
Yeah.
just didn't know this, but that's good to know. Maybe I should be going to Canada more then.
Yeah, seriously. Where are you in Australia?
I'm in Sydney.
Okay, you're in Sydney. Okay.
But that's true. Australia is very big, so it could be from other places in Australia as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm originally from Hong Kong, but I just got married and moved to Australia, to Sydney.
Sydney. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Home,
happy married life.
Yeah. So, tell us about. So, I'm really into people and how they achieve success and what is success all about for them. So, what is success for you?
Man, that is one question that eludes and evades everybody. Nobody understands what success, seriously. Because you must have heard about Sushant Singh Rajput.
Yeah, it's just shocking.
Yeah.
It's
So I was thinking that if you, a friend of mine, Kushal Punjabi, died, took his life the same way in the month of January.
oh my God.
And, yeah. And he was an actor too. Not as successful as Sushant, but I'm just thinking that in life, you have money, you have success, you have a problem. You don't have success, you don't have money, it's a problem. So what is success then?
That's so true.
Success is basically, what I feel for me is your own goals,
Mm.
your own, like something as small as me spending 3 months in this lockdown with my kids and my wife, and spending so much of time with my kids and getting to know them even better. And they, you know, I wouldn't have got this time ever. That is success for me.
That's beautiful. That's so true. Because,
Stop finding success in money and fame. That is not success. That's silly. That is just end of a project and your appreciation towards it. Okay, yeah, it's success. Yeah, you did a project, it did well, that's success. But people think only if it does well, it's a success. No, I told you earlier also, I did Hame Tumse Pyar Kitna. Commercially didn't do well, but it was well reckoned by a lot of people in the media, my friends, or even the fans who saw it, whoever saw it, it got good reviews. For me, that is success. For me, completing that project is a success.
yeah, that's beautiful coming from someone who's in the industry of fame and money and people only see success like that because I feel like a lot of people in the industry, if they're trying to make it but don't make it, then
They're
fans
unhappy. Yeah,
or
they think exactly. They think they failed.
yeah,
No,
it's
like
just
I did Big Boss.
mhm.
I was in the top 5 till the last day. For me, that is success. Winning is not success. If I would have won, great. That would have been like, okay, fine, I stood first. But I went through 3.5 months in that house, came out of the house with utmost respect and love, even more than what people loved me before.
Yeah,
That is success. People think you have to fight, you have to abuse, you have to stand up and make your voice heard, like with all the abusive language in the world, come win the title, and then that is success. And that is
yeah,
so sad. Those people are the saddest from inside. They are most alone from inside.
that's so
you know
true. So beautifully said. I love that. That's a really good answer of what is success to you. So, what is failure to you then? The other way.
is not living up to my commitment.
Okay.
That is failing. If I've said I will do something and I cannot do it, that is nearing failing. But if I give up, that is the biggest failure.
That's true. So it's very much you with yourself, whether it's success or whether it's failure, rather than you and reaction of media or reaction of people, reaction of everyone else. It's very much what you tell yourself, whether you do it or you don't do it, whether you succeed or you don't succeed.
It's always within. It's always within. The day you start going outward to find it, you'll get lost.
Wow. That's amazing. That's beautiful considering you're in that glamour world, but you still hold yourself so strong. It's very rare. It's beautiful. So how did success happen for you? I mean, how did you become this actor? What would be your backup plan? If not acting, then what?
If not acting, then probably I would get into production, because my roots lie in production. My grandfather has been a producer. My father is a
Yeah.
producer. I've got dabbled in production many a times, even with with this show. So probably it would be this. It would. I think eventually I'll land up there, and then production would lead to probably direction. But actually,
So
you know what? More than production, I would be a director, because I remember when I was starting my career, my first show was Just Mohabbat, and I was in a dilemma, and I asked Dad, "What do I do?" So I was assisting. I had a choice between assisting Vidhu Vinod Chopra ji for Mission Kashmir that time
wow,
in the year
wow,
2099 actually, and
wow.
immediately I got an offer for Just Mohabbat to act. So these two, if so, I chose the latter. I chose Just Mohabbat and became an actor because it became successful, became a hit, and the one project led to another, and so on and so forth. If not that, I would have been a director today, because I would be assisting Vidhu Chopra ji, and I would have started making a movie or something or the other, done something. I would have been a director today.
Wow, that's amazing. So you took the unconventional route of coming on TV and doing kind of your own route, because you could have, considering your dad is a producer, you could have just been like, launch me, give me a great film, I'm going to be a full-on Bollywood actor. But you took the unconventional route. Why?
I've never ever worked conventionally, ever. Like, I think my brain works unconventionally. It works. My brain challenges myself, and I'm very in a very. I draw my line, but I'm very. There's a thin line between self-respect and ego. There's a lot of pride in me.
Hmm.
I don't want anybody to tell me that they did something for me. That's what my case was earlier.
Hmm.
Okay, even if it was my father, that okay, I don't want the easy way out. I want to fight it. I want it to be worth it.
Yeah.
So not exactly that. Uh, I don't want anybody to do me a favor. Of course, we all need favors. It only works. And favor also, sometimes you need a favor. Sometimes your work does so well, or you are so talented that somebody's, of course, doesn't do you a favor, but they believe in you.
Yeah.
So I wanted people to believe in me that yes, he can do it. Not just get I'll launch you, or I'll give you this project. No, believe in me that I will do it, and then give me the project. So that's that pride.
Love it. Too good. 'Cause you set on the right foot, and it's all you. You can own it, and you can live it so
Yeah.
fully without feeling like you owe it to anyone. So, lockdown, what have you been doing?
Oh man, spending time with my kids. That's it. That is it. My morning starts at 7. They start opening your eyes. They start poking them. Wake up, wake up. It's a beautiful day. Wake up, it's a beautiful day.
You've got two beautiful twins. How old
Oh
are they?
man, 3.5.
Wow,
Yeah.
beautiful. Just beautiful. So you start the morning with your kids, and then you do
The whole day
activity.
goes, because they're awake the full day. They rarely take a nap. So we're just entertaining them, and we kind of find our own time in between that time. And by 7, 8 o'clock, 8:39, we put them to sleep, and then our night starts. So the lockdown, if somebody asks me, what did you do in the lockdown? My one thing would be, I've learned to be a very patient father. Yeah. Don't scream at your kids, because they don't know better. They don't understand it. You will lose your cool. You know what's going on. Reprimand them, punish them, but don't raise your voice, because then that's how they see you.
That's
So
also
that's not
very
the way.
unconventional,
Yeah.
especially for an Indian dad.
I know. And I've grown up getting beaten up. Like, tar, tar, latade I've got, man. But that's
Yeah,
okay.
but you grew up in Mumbai,
I grew up in
or
Mumbai.
okay.
I was born in Jodhpur, so my maternal side is in fact my both paternal and maternal side is from Jodhpur. But we used to go there, and we still go once a year or twice a year. We go
So you still got family there.
there. Oh yeah.
Beautiful. So I got married in Jaipur, which was really,
Oh,
yeah, because I'm obsessed with airport.
palaces.
Jaipur, yeah, the whole palaces. I always have been. I think I was a queen in one of my last lives,
I'm sure, for sure. Yeah,
and
and
so I
yeah, that's really
I've
it's so
been
good.
I've been to Jaipur many times, and I was like, have to get married there.
That's lovely. That's beautiful, man. That's a nice destination wedding.
So what do you think is going to happen now with the whole, TV industry and web series and lockdown, and there's so many changes happening that could affect cinema
Industry.
and the industry. What are your thoughts on that?
Cinema won't start shooting for the next 6 months. I don't see people going to theaters. Not as many as it used to be. Not the footfalls that it used to boast about. There will be people who go, of course. There are some people, especially in India. So, but it will come. It'll come back. It'll come back. But at least this year is going to be a little easy. Shootings are going to take its own time.
Yeah, it would be tough. And how is India doing at the moment? They've eased kind of the
No,
restrictions?
most of the places, but Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Delhi, they're in a. I mean, the cases are increasing. So yeah, that's what.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult place considering the number of people and how dense households there are and things like that. It's
So a lot of web shows, like web series, they released during this period, and all of them did well. And I'm really glad again that Casino released during this time, because I mean, people are sick and tired of just sitting at home, but they have no choice, and their only friend is, OTT platforms.
so true. I've constantly been looking for things to watch and what's the next good series and
Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
so so what made you want to become an actor? I know like your father was a film producer and all that. Did you see actors in sets? Were you part of sets all the time? What
Yeah,
sparked it
so
in?
I was an assistant director with
Mm,
Mr. BP Singh, who used to make Ahad and CID. Uh, Ashutosh Govarkarji was the actor in that series that time.
mm.
And he actually told me that you should get into acting, or how about you audition for me? I'm doing something. So I auditioned for him for the first time. Of course, it didn't materialize, but he said, good job, good job. And then, that's when I realized that, I got into theater because I
Mm.
wanted to pursue acting. So I wanted to like really work on the acting skills rather than just getting into acting or
Yeah.
just doing a 6-month course. So I was part of theater productions with Nadiraji Babbar, Makran Deshpande, Alec Padamsi, his son Kwasar. Did a lot of plays, and then that's how the love started happening, and it's still
Amazing.
going on.
Love it. Have you been to Australia?
No,
You haven't been. You have to come. I think you
no,
will.
it's lovely. We
It's
will, we will. My wife has been. She loves this. She loves it.
it's beautiful. It's lots of water, lots of beaches, lots of nature.
Kangaroos.
Kangaroos. Oh my god, so many kangaroos. I'm still scared of them. They
Oh,
really jump.
seriously? Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
they just come on you. I mean, they haven't really come on me or jumped on me, but the way they jump, kind of, and they're quite free. Like they're
And
kind
they're
of
huge.
they're huge. Some of them are really really big. um, so yeah, lots of animals. But it was amazing speaking to you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for your time.
likewise. Seriously, it was a pleasure. In fact, you must send me, if you're going to post this link, send me the link.
I will definitely. I will send you the link. I think Anisha is here. She'll probably send it to you, and I'll be
Yeah,
posting.
Anisha, please send me. Neha is also here.
I'll be posting stuff on Instagram as well, so you can
Sure,
repost and
sure.
things like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, give us one final message for the Australian audience to watch the casino.
Casino. So you guys love going to the casino, I presume.
Yes.
Everybody loves betting. So
Yes.
bet on this one because the odds are in your favor.
Ooh, love that. What's that? My rules? No, my rules.
My game, my rules.
My.
So by the way, this tagline belongs to Tarun Katia, the head honcho of Z5, who's
Oh wow.
spearhead Z5, yeah. So we saw this tagline in his cabin, and we requested Nidhi ji and Rahul that, listen, can you ask him if we can use that tagline because it fits so well. Yeah, so they said, no, we're not asking. He's the boss. You can't ask the boss that we want to use your tagline. And somehow we kind of geared up courage and said, listen, Tarun, can you please use this as a tagline? I said, listen, this is not my tagline. I haven't written it. It's just there on my desk, and that's how I see life. And I say, this goes with our show so well. It would really mean a lot if you could do that. He said, yeah, go ahead, use it. So that's how it's sort of what a line, and my game, and it's my rules. And that's what life is. It's your own game. You're not playing with anybody.
So true.
Set your rules. It's your game, and win it, lose it, but it's your game,
Love it. I just love that. Because that really stuck with me. My game. My game is my rule. My rule, my game.
No, my game and my rules.
My game, my rules. Too good. I love it.
Yeah.
It really sticks with you. It resonates with you. It just perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Karanvir.
Thank you so much, Karishma. It was such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. And God bless you. God bless your journey, your new married, happy life. Okay?
Thank you.
And remember, the competition is within.
Love it. Thank you. Hopefully I
can within.
See you once in person.
Maybe absolutely, we will. When you come to India, there are likely more chances for you to come to India first than me coming to Sydney.
That's probably true. I absolutely love India. I'm obsessed. So I come quite.
But do you have family in Mumbai?
I used to. I've got a few far cousins now. Not direct cousins. Mostly everyone is like either in Hong Kong or the US or kind of everywhere around the world. But we do have a little bit. I just come regardless. Even though I don't have like too many close family there. I just come. I make sure I come.
Good. So see you when you come to Mumbai.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
God bless. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye. See you.
First Indian magazine to have a national reach, Indus Age is the largest circulated South Asian magazine in Australia with 5 simultaneous editions, 55,000 copies printed monthly, 220,000 readers, largest network of clients, undisputed leader in community news. Indus Age is circulated in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane and Perth to over 525 outlets. Grab your copy now to get the latest on the community, news from India, Bollywood, music and much more. For more info, log on to www.indusage.com.au.